Well, hey there. Welcome back to the People Gardener podcast. We have another helper here today. Liz is in our 4-part series where we're bringing you businesses, companies, virtual assistants that can help you as a business owner propel your business forward. Liz's claim to fame and prowess is in email marketing. Some of you may be asking, well, what is that? Why do I need it? Well, Liz is here. She's going to talk to you about that. And Liz, I'm going to just leave it to you. I may pop in with a question or two for clarification, but help everybody understand why email is so powerful.
Yeah, what's up, friends? I'm so excited to share the gospel of electronic mail. You know that feeling you get when you go into something like Old Navy or a sporting goods store and you buy something and they ask for your email and you sort of roll your eyes because you're like, oh, I don't want to give you my email. I'm never going to open up these emails. That's email marketing done very badly. We're not going to talk about, like, oh, just get every single person's email ever. We want to get the right people on our email list because there are some stores that we go to that we are very glad to give our email. We want the coupons, the discounts. I'm thinking about if you're a crafter and you open every email from Joanne Fabrics and Hobby Lobby there is because you want those discounts, right? So how do we find those right people who want to open up our emails, who are going to go from first-time customers to repeat customers? So email marketing in a nutshell is just gathering those email addresses with consent and sending marketing messages, follow-up messages in order to either turn a new lead into a customer or a first-time customer into a repeat customer. It's a way to nurture, and it actually has the highest ROI of any marketing. It beats out Google ads, Facebook ads, any sort of advertising you're doing right now. I guarantee if you have a marketing agency, they've probably already said, hey, you should try email marketing. And you say, yeah, I'll get to that. Just run the ads for me. But email marketing, because it's consent based, because when you can get the right people on your list, think those crafters and Joanne Fabrics, you can get, for every dollar you spend, a return up to $30-$40 in exchange. I know your ads are not giving you that much right now, so why not give email marketing a try?
Yeah, well, and I think the caveat here is you want to have your customer, your ideal customer, be on your email list. You mentioned earlier, like not every Tom, Dick, and Harry, like there's people that aren't interested in the products or services that you provide, but there's a whole lot of people that are, and your job as the business owner is to capture those people.
Yeah, so when you start to list build, let's say you have a brick and mortar and you sell tile to the local area. I know Rhonda lives in northern Washington, right? So she works the Tri-County area or just outside Seattle, right? She doesn't want people on her email list that live in Florida, live in Orlando, right next to Disney, just like me, right? She wants targeted leads that are in her area that can come into the shop, can experience her customer experience, right? And so I wouldn't recommend to a shop owner like that to get on Pinterest because Pinterest is globally used. I wouldn't recommend just having a generic, you might Google it and you might see terms like freebie, lead magnet, opt-in. You don't want a generic, what tile works best, like how old your home is or whatever. You want something like that is specific to your area. So if I'm in northern Washington, tiles that are gonna uphold like no matter what the weather is, right? Or, tiles for outdoors when it's gonna rain 360 out of 65 days a year, right?
Oh, come
It's like
on, it's not that bad.
it's not. It's a lovely area. But the point is you want something incredibly targeted. You want a lead magnet that's targeted. A great way, especially if you own a local business, are giveaways and contests, but making sure, to Rhonda's point, that it is the ideal person. We don't want to give away an iPad, right? We don't want to be a vendor at a giant festival giving away an iPad. Everyone and their mother is going to walk up and enter that giveaway. And you're
Mhm.
going to get a lot of leads that aren't important to you, that are never going to convert. And when you have a lot of leads like that, you probably will stop marketing to them, and we want you to send emails. So instead, going again with the tile shop, you would want a giveaway for $100 or $1,000 off their purchase. That's someone who's already like, yeah, I'm thinking I need tiles in the next 6 months, $1,000 off. That sounds like a great deal. Or, like free installation or something. Those are people who are already like mostly there to buying, right? So if you're going to do a contest or some sort of giveaway, make sure it's incredibly targeted.
Okay, so you used a term, I'm familiar with it. A lot of my listeners may not be familiar with it, and that is a lead magnet. What
Right.
is it? How do you get it? How do you make it? What's it for?
Yeah. So the lead magnet, you can think of it as an ethical bribe. I give you this.
Yeah.
That's what they used to call it in the old electronic mail days, an ethical bribe. I give you this thing that's of interest, and you give me your email address and consent to market to you. And so, again, if it's a giveaway, and I'm giving away $1,000 discount, that could be your lead magnet. You could also do some sort of guide, and you could create that with an online software, Microsoft Word, Google Docs. Something that's becoming really popular with small businesses is canva.com. You could create a lovely PDF, something like that, and you can deliver it via email. It's of course, if you have a brick and mortar and you're doing a giveaway, of course, they might need to come into your shop to get it once announce the winner, but you have those email addresses.
But even with a brick and mortar, they could still have a lead magnet per se, and they could create maybe that lead magnet around something that is local.
Absolutely. Say you run tours in your local town, right? You might have a lead magnet that's specific to the 5 places you want to go in Gig Harbor, right? That's very specific to the local area. Only the people that are coming to Gig Harbor or already live in the area are going to download that guide, PDF, whatever. And so even if you have a local service-based business or some sort of brick and mortar, you can still have something electronic to deliver to get those email addresses. Great point, Rhonda.
Right. Okay. So what do I do with these email addresses? Like when I get them, I guess it's more like, how do I capture them and what do I do with them then?
Yeah, from an email standpoint, I teach something called the email staircase. Rhonda has known me for years, and I do everything very simply. And so the email staircase is, first you have a follower, right? Or somebody walks into your store, somebody finds you online, get them on your email list. And when you have them on your email list, you can turn them into a friend. And when you have a list full of friends, you can turn them into customers. So follower, friend, customer. We're just going to climb the email staircase. And so what you really want to do, how do you make friends in the inbox? Just 3 things. Number 1, show you're invested, right? If I own a tile shop, I might send an email that says, hey, I went to this convention over in Vegas and I know the upcoming trends. I know what tile is good, what manufacturer to buy from. I did all this, so you don't have to. You don't have to spend time on Google. I did it for you. I am invested in your new kitchen as much as you are invested, right? And so show you're invested. Number 2, just share in a relatable way. And this might be really out there for you. They just want me to get to the point. Why do I have to be relatable? Listen up. We live in this amazing market, and especially as small local businesses, we have the advantage. People want to buy from other people, right? Your customers are coming to you for a reason. And some of it is because of, they relate to you in some way. You can't see me right now, but I have NSYNC in the background, silly little rainbow glasses. A lot of people relate to me in that way. I'm wearing like a vintage 90s shirt, and people say, "Oh, I want to buy from her. I like her personality, I like her style. She piques my interest." There's
Mhm.
something about your business, and there's something about the way you do business that piques people's interest, right? And
Mhm.
so in your email, sharing in a relatable way, hey, I had an order come in and half of the tiles were broken. But don't worry, this is what I'm doing to make sure, our inventory is fully stocked, right? That shows you're relatable. How many times have they gone into work and something went kaput?
Yeah.
And it shows you're invested, all in 2 sentences, because don't worry, this is what I'm doing to make sure we're fully stocked, right? That's an email that can turn those first time customers into people who will refer you, people who will buy again. Maybe they're doing the bathroom right now. You do such a good job. You've stayed on top of mind because you're emailing them, at least once a month, once a quarter. And 2 years later, they do their kitchen. They're thinking of Rhonda's Tile Shop, right? So when you email, just know like, hey, I'm writing to my favorite customer. If friend is too out there for you, my favorite customer, or the guy I wish would come back because he was so cool, but I haven't heard from him in a while. He was the best. He paid cash. He didn't ask for a discount. He told his uncle, right? That's the person we are emailing. And so just showing how invested you are in that vision you have for your potential customers and clients, and then just being a little relatable is going to go a long way in your emails to turn those new leads into customers and those first time customers into repeat customers.
Right. Okay, so I am aware I have an email service provider. I know you do as well. For people getting started, in order to try and automate this process so that it doesn't become this great big huge gorilla in their life, what are some recommendations that you have as far as a place to deposit these email addresses, but also to send these emails, these relatable emails that you're talking about?
Yeah, so Rhonda's talking about an email service provider. You might know it as a CRM, customer management system, that has hosting those email addresses. I put in the Googleizer, yeah, you can have my email, and it holds all your emails and it sends these mass emails for you. So you don't have to go into your Outlook or Gmail and email these people one by one by one, right? This is a software that does that. As far as what to choose, there's a lot out there. You could Google, best email service providers for X business, for my tile shop, for my online coaching business, for my whatever you do, and you'll come up with a few. What I want you to do is set a timer for 20 minutes, go to YouTube and look at those platforms, and whichever one makes the most sense for your brain, use that one, because lots of to choose from, but just pick one. 20 minutes on the clock. The caveat I will say is it is worth the money, because most of them you do have to pay for, but some you will come across as, free trials or free up to a certain amount. It is worth the money to pick the email service provider that can allow you to automate. Another thing Rhonda said was, can we automate some of this? Yes, highly recommend a welcome or a nurture sequence, a set of emails. So the second that Liz says, yes, I want to get emails from Rhonda, it starts sending emails on a schedule. It is worth paying for that. You want to automate this process so you actually continue to do it. You can see results.
Right. Yeah, totally agree. This is great. This is why I had Liz come on and explain email. There's no question. It is powerful and it's got some good return on investment. The other reason I had her on is because Liz has a membership program, and it's the email marketing membership. And she makes it so that you don't have to sit there with a blank sheet of paper wondering, what in the world am I going to say this week?
Right. Let me do it for you.
Why don't you explain your membership, why you created it in the first place, and what it is that you do inside the membership
Yeah.
for the fee that you charge?
Yeah, so the membership, just to put it out there, it's $9 a month. It's incredibly, I'll say it, it's cheap. And but that's because I think email is so powerful and I just want you to get started. So within the membership, every week I send you a template, sort of a plug and play Mad Lib style, for you to use for your business. Depending on what kind of business you have, you don't even need every single week, but you also get trainings. I mentioned the email staircase, and there's an entire email staircase training. We talked a little bit about list building today. There's an entire 90-minute list building training that comes with the membership. And of course, there's a once a month live Q&A. So I know you have a unique individual business. I don't know where you are in your email marketing journey right now. And that's why I offer this live Q&A. So you can come, you can ask specific questions and get real answers so you can take action right away. That's once a month. It's $9 a month. It is that answer to that question of what the heck do I write? Okay, how do I list build? It is the 101 crash course of email marketing. And it's $9 because I just love helping people with email. No one geeks out over electronic mail more than Liz Wilcox. I'd love to see you in the membership.
What's your membership at now? I know it was 3,000 plus or minus
Yeah,
too long ago.
at the time of this recording, we are at about 3,700 members. In the last year, we've grown by 2,000
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
last.
by the way, those of you that are listening, ask her what her goal is by the end of the year. What your goal is.
So by the end of 2023, I would like 10,000 members. I would love for one of them to be you. I'd love for you to get in, try it out. It's $9, cheaper than Netflix nowadays,
Yeah.
and you can cancel anytime.
Yeah. Well, and don't forget, you have a special like flash sales that go on every once in a while where you offer basically 12 months, but there's some special things that people get when they pay in full rather than the $9
Oh,
a month.
yeah. Rhonda's a great hype man. So right now I call it the annual pass. I live next to Disney World. I have an annual pass for Disney, and you can get an annual pass for my membership. You give me $108. That's 12 months times $9. And not only do you get an entire year to the membership, you also get all my other products for free. Any existing products and any products that I'm going to create for the next 365 days, you get. That includes Black Friday training, a sales page training. So if you're trying to, zhuzh up your website, or, you're selling something online, I have a sales page training for that. If you're trying to sell a new product, there are templates for that. So there's if you're launching something new, there's an entire course on how to launch a product online. And so it's worth about $2,000 worth of products. But again, my products are priced pretty inexpensively, and you get all of that for free if you sign up for a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome value. Something that I've noticed, because I'm in your Facebook group, many people are so thankful for the email that comes every week and their ability to pick and choose bits and pieces of it, or to customize it to their own voice, to their own business. But it's this massive relief of not having to start from scratch.
Yeah, starting from scratch totally sucks, guys. And that's a great point that Rhonda said, is I don't just give you the template. I know email marketing is not your thing. It's my thing.
Yeah.
And so you get a video walkthrough. It's usually 2 to 5 minutes of why the heck you would send this email in the first place, and how you could adjust it, whether you're a local business, an Etsy shop, a service provider, or whether you're brand new or you're the senior most person, right? And so you get that video walkthrough, you get an outline, and then you get 2 examples written for you. So one might say, this is written in an informal tone. if that's more your style. And this is written in a more formal, professional tone. So you can really see how it could work for you, how you can adjust it. That's really important to me, that this is actually freaking useful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bottom line is going into the membership, people are going to have the support that they need doing something that is unfamiliar to them. You know, it's easy to read a book or to go on and watch a YouTube video and say, okay, I'm going to write emails. I'm going to start doing this kind of thing. But then you're reinventing the wheel and you're spending all of this energy and all of this time that you don't have in the first place,
Amen.
when you could invest the $9 a month or the 108 when those flash sales come on, and have somebody that's actually walking beside you the whole way and giving you good information.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Rhonda. My number one mission is just to show people that email marketing is possible for them.
Yeah.
My membership is all that I do, believe it or not, at $9 a month. I do not take client work. You cannot hire me.
Yeah.
Because I really do serve the people in the membership.
Right. Awesome. Okay, so where do they find it?
Yeah, you can go directly to lizwilcox.com. If you just want a little taste of it, you can hit the hot pink button that says free email swipes. That'll give you 3 newsletter templates to show you what it looks like inside the membership, how to get people to click, how to get people to reply, how to get people to buy. But if you're ready to go right now, I'm sure Rhonda will put a link in the show notes. Or you can go directly to lizwilcox.com. There's a yellow bar at the top of the website, and that'll take you right to the sales page.
Right. And when they hit that pink button, I'm assuming you're going to be asking for their email address.
Absolutely. That's what a good email marketer does.
So they'll see it in action,
In action.
live action of a lead magnet and the exchange of the information for an email address. So, well, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sure there will be many that will find this helpful, and fingers crossed we get some people onto your email program.
Well, thank you, Rhonda. I can't wait to see what everybody does with email.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this week, folks. We'll talk to you again next week.